Quote of the week. Let's try that again. Okay. Quote of the week. When the voice and the vision on the inside is more profound and more clear and loud than all opinions on the outside, you've begun to master your life. Hello, everybody. It's Jason Barlow, RMT. I'm here today as your therapist and your coach to help you transform your stress, your tension, your pain into health, happiness, and vitality. This is such an amazing quote from Dr. John Demartini. Dr. Demartini is a human behavioral specialist. I've had the good fortune of taking some training with him several years ago here in Alberta. And the man has had a tremendous impact in my personal and professional life. And so I thought I'd throw one of his quotes out this week. And this in particular just resonates with me from my own personal experience. Just to share a little tidbit of information of my early childhood. Beautiful home that I grew up in, wonderful, amazing parents, so positive, so praising, so enthusiastic and encouraging and supportive and loving. Couldn't have asked for a better home. However, despite that, my mind was still experiencing some interesting things. And I remember back when I was about 8, 9 years of age and experiences in elementary school. And it wasn't really experiences that were toward me. It was just experiences that I witnessed. But I remember that evening in particular, going home and furiously just writing notes. It was like I just had to download. And what I found, now I'm able to reflect back on it, is I was worried. I was worried about what other people were thinking. I had anxiety towards what might present itself the next day. I was struggling to sleep. And as I grew older, especially as I transitioned into junior high school, in England, that would be high school. So I would have been around grade 7, so age 12. I remember transitioning to that bigger school from an elementary school and thinking, wow, this is too much. Like, I'm not ready for this. I wasn't mentally prepared for these adults that were basically around us in the school situation. I'm talking the older kids by way of adults. I was intimidated and I was afraid, I'll be honest. So I remember going through a lot of worry and a lot of anxiety in that grade. And for me now, I'm able to reflect back and see how that actually manifested. So towards the probably 3 or 4 months into school, I had so much worry, so much anxiety that it actually manifested with abdominal pain. And over the period of several weeks, that actually transitioned or became an appendicitis. I was going to say ruptured. It never quite got to that point, but it was pretty close. It was a grumbling appendix. I remember one of the doctors saying, I know I was having some grumblings on the inside, and my appendix was manifesting that pain for me. And so I come from a history for myself of struggling with anxiety, with fear and worry. And as an adult, that translated into threads of that, certainly. But I would say the bigger picture for me was analysis paralysis. For years, I've wanted to have this voice and share it with people and write a book. And it's literally been this last 8 months that I've actually started to conquer my inner voice, so much so in terms of professional level that I'm actually following through and sharing this information with people. And I hope this reaches as many people as possible. So as an adult, I struggled with analysis paralysis. Do you ever find yourself struggling with that one? Right? And that analysis paralysis revolves around that voice and vision on the inside. Because I was so wrapped up in feeling like I was a kid in a candy store, I didn't know where to start, and I would analyze and I would paralyze myself that my voice and vision were not clear enough yet. But had I not gone through all of those experiences, had I not had those trials and tribulations and adversities from the inside, definitely some from the outside, but it was more on the inside now that I reflect back, how would I have got to this point in being able to now start to share this information with other people? From your point of view, I'm going to ask you this. Please understand, your body believes every word that you say. You know your body better than anybody else can know your body. other people, so that's your therapists, and that's your doctors, and that's your naturopaths, and whoever else may be on your health team, they have their opinions from their training, their voice, their vision. They don't know you the way that you can learn to know you. You've got to understand from this point, from your heart and your mind level, what is your voice? What is your vision? And when you're not listening to your voice and your vision, and this is Dr. Demartini that I'm sharing this with you from, when you're not listening to that voice and that vision, what you're doing is you're projecting somebody else's values onto yourself, believing that you should be doing this, doing that, I should, I could, I must. And as a result, you get this tug of war because your voice and your vision is telling you to do something else, but you're not listening to that. You're throwing upon yourself or thrusting upon yourself somebody else's values and opinions. And as a result, you suppress and compress your own voice and vision, and you start to listen more to these outside opinions. That's not to say that we don't listen to other people's advice. It's great. It's wonderful. You're listening to me. This is my opinions I'm sharing with you. But what I'm imploring you to do is you've got to go deep inside yourself and understand what your own values are. See, when you start to live in accordance with your values, you start to feel more purpose and you start to feel more fulfillment. But when you don't understand what your values are, it's very difficult to have a voice and a vision on the inside that supports you on a daily basis. And trust me, from this point of view of a health practitioner, massage therapist, is when you're not listening to your voice and your vision, and you're not pursuing your values and your life, you are activating disease in your mind and disease in your body. Now, from my point of view as your therapist and coach, I'm here to help you transform that into health, happiness, and vitality. The quickest way to do that is get clear on your voice and your vision. Understand your values. What is it that you love to do? What is it that you go do without anybody telling you to go and do? What is it that's bringing more benefit to your life? What is it that's bringing more benefit to other people that you love to do? Your voice, your vision. So how do you learn to control this inner voice? Again, I talked about this last week. It comes down to the content that you're providing to your body and your mind. The content is based upon what you read, what you listen to, what you watch, what you contemplate, and if you're going to this degree, what you then meditate upon. See, you are what you repeatedly do. You are what you repeatedly do. You are what you repeatedly consume by way of content. Pay attention to what you're allowing into your mind every day and what you're putting into your body every day by way of food and exercise. You've got to hold your vision because nobody else is going to do that for you. You've got to understand what it is that you want, and most importantly, why you want that. Why do you want it? You say that you want X, Y, Z. Well, why do you want those things? And you got to get super clear on those whys, because it's those whys that you'll fall back upon when you slip and slide and daily life seems to throw all these adversities your way. For example, and I did a little presentation on this yesterday, my business just got closed again yesterday. At this point, it's a 1 month, but who knows? That could extend beyond that. It is my whys why I am here presenting with a happy, smiling face, and I'm equally happy, smiley on the inside presenting this to you, because my voice and my vision on the inside is more profound, clear, and loud than all opinions that are out there on the news and the media on the outside. I implore you, take this quote to heart, try it out for a week, and the next week, I got a new one for you. When the voice and the vision on the inside is more profound and more clear and loud than all opinions on the outside, you've begun to master your life. Thank you for joining me. Jason Barlow, RMT. please go to my website, jasonbarlowrmt.com. From there, if you wish, you can download a free digital copy of my new book, The 15-Step Playbook for Pain Relief. Hey, if you're enjoying these quotes, I've got lots of them in my book. Lots of them. I even have, and this is free to download as well. If you get my book, you'll actually get the link in there. I have a series of affirmations that I've created, and these are what I call the attitudes of health. Looks like this. And they're essentially just, several key affirmations that you can use on a daily basis just to reaffirm. For example, I live in health, happiness, vitality, and abundance. Right? Just repeatedly each day. I don't say it out loud. I just say it out loud on the inside. My voice, my vision, going back to what we've been talking about today. Please also, if you want to help support my business during this closure, go get the physical copy. It's bite-sized. I've made it so it's portable. I've made it so that it's quick to read. You can go straight to the back and read backwards if you really want to, but I've made it so that you can pull and extract information quickly and apply it. That's the most important thing. Take the medicine, try it out, experiment. And beyond that, if you're finding benefit from using this material in this book, I'm confident you will, then please provide a review. Either email me info@jasonbarlowrmt.com, or please go to the Amazon page and leave a book review on there. That's going to help me out too. If you please could go one step further, maybe buy more than one copy. Have you got somebody in your life that would benefit from this book? Get 2, 3, 5, 10, 20 copies. If you're somebody who owns a business, entrepreneur, and you have a corporation, get these books and distribute them to your staff members. I'm confident it will make a big impact in their lives. There's wonderful information that I've summarized my 20 years of 20 years of research and application in this industry that I'm condensing into this book for you. Also from my site, you can check out my weekly blog. Follow me on the social pages. I'm doing live videos every day. And thank you for joining me if you do jump in on live. I'm just finishing this video right now. And remember, your muscle health is my #1 priority. I'm here to benefit you. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.